We go to church, and the fact that we believe in God, even read the Bible and pray, doesn't automatically make us a good husband or wife. Because the Apostle Paul writes very clearly, husbands, love your wives. Wives, respect your husbands. And then the Apostle Peter writes various passages of Scripture that are dedicated to marriage and family. There are a lot of principles about family in Proverbs, and we can lead, so to speak, a spiritual life. Go to church, pray, but if at the same time I don't do the very things the Bible tells me about marriage, over time my relationship with my wife will grow cold. Eventually I'll start to realize that I'm interested in something else because I've gotten a bit used to her. And so, because we often don't grow in our relationships, we don't read books about relationships. Well, for example, it doesn't cost a person anything to just go and buy a book like Love and Respect by Dr. Emerson. It doesn't cost anything to buy Timothy Keller's The Meaning of Marriage, Philip Savitchke's Family from A to Z, or The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Even just these 4 books, if you read them about marriage, just take them and read. You might immediately see your loved one in a whole new light because you'll realize, here I'm not doing enough. Here I'm doing something wrong. Here I could change. Here I don't deeply understand my loved one's love language. And so as soon as we start developing in all these areas, it will lead to our marriage being colored with completely different shades for us. But in addition to simply believing in the one God, professing Him, and going to church, we need something more. In addition to this, we need to understand that there must be constant growth when it comes to family. No one is surprised that just because we go to church, I don't automatically have a big business. Every entrepreneur understands it's good that I go to church, but if I want to have a successful business, for God to bless me, and for me to step into the calling He wants to give me, I need to build a huge system on my end to make it possible. Why do we think that just going to church will lead to a good marriage if we don't actually work on it?